So that's energy supply. On the issue of energy affordability, or should I say unaffordability, here's the proof. We had energy retailers yesterday saying they need to hike power prices again, and this is the reason. They say we've rushed too quickly into solar. Can you just simply explain that for me and what's going on there?
Well, one of the problems here is we're not imposing all of the costs of renewable energy on the users or investors in that technology. So it sometimes can make quite rational sense for people to put solar panels on their roofs when they face a high average tariff across the day. The residential consumer only pays a single tariff no matter when they use their power. The problem now is that we've got so much solar in some states that the worth of that power is very, very low. In fact, sometimes prices are going negative or very, very small or low prices. And that might seem like a good thing, but the problem is it is deterring investment across the rest of the day, because the coal-fired power stations, the gas-fired power stations can't make any money during the middle of the day. They've got to jack up their prices in the evening, and it's bringing forward the retirements of those power stations. So we've got a mismatch here between what the value of power is to the grid, to society, and what people are either paying for it or the benefit they're getting from it by producing at those times. There has been way too much solar encouraged by government subsidies, and now we have the absurd situation where the energy regulator has to step in many times any given season and effectively restrict the amount of renewables that are in the system to keep the grid stable.
Well, Matt, while coal is being demonised, we can't use it for much longer, it's bad, it's evil. I tell you someone who wants our coal desperately, and that's Ukraine. A month ago, the Ukrainian ambassador here in Australia asked our government to send coal to help them get through the winter. They're still waiting for a response. What on earth is going on there? I thought we were trying to help Ukraine, but apparently when it comes to coal, we're very, very slow. We haven't even replied yet.
Well, what is going on? We talk a big game, and the government talks a big game wanting to support Ukraine here. I was shocked to hear that it's been a month to get a response from us, and we're the world's largest coal exporter, or we vie with Indonesia for that mantle every other year. So we've got lots of resource to give here. This is the request from the Ukrainian government to ourselves. When that request came through to a previous Liberal national government, we acted. We organised some coal. At the time, the Minister Keith Pitt helped organise a delivery of coal from Whitehaven from an Australian coal producer to help Ukraine. And if this request has come in, I think the Albanese government's got a lot of questions to answer here. Are they putting their own internal politics ahead of the global security of Eastern Europe and indeed the world here? Because, look, we can have our arguments about where coal's going to be in 20 or 50 years and whether we need to transition, but clearly we need to help Ukraine now. And we need to put aside all these ridiculous ideological arguments around coal or gas and do what's necessary to help this state under attack, this democratic state under attack. So someone's got to ask the Albanese government, the Prime Minister here, what is going on? Why hasn't your government responded to Ukraine about this request, given the resources we have and the capabilities of the Australian government clearly to organise these deliveries, just as the previous government did?
Do you think if the Ukrainians had said, please send us solar panels, our government would have responded faster?
Oh, no doubt about it. Although the funny thing with that, of course, is we couldn't give them any because we don't make them here. We'd have to buy them from China, so they could have just gone straight to the source. But we do have coal. We have something we can give, something of value that people want, so we should help.